Insurance fraud occurs when anyone tries to make money from insurance transactions by deception. After tax evasion, this type of fraud is the second most costly white-collar crime in the U.S. Nationally, the financial burden of insurance fraud is even more startling. Nearly $85 billion a year. Enough money to fund the entire U.S. space program for 5 years, pay for more than twice the gold stored at Fort Knox, or even pay college tuition for 12 million undergrads each year.
No one knows what insurance fraud costs Virginians, but it's estimated you pay an extra $1,000 a year in increased insurance premiums and between $200 and $1,000 extra dollars for things you buy every day. And nearly half of Virginians have been a victim of fraud or know someone who has. The Virginia State Police Insurance Fraud Program is committed to stamping out insurance fraud in the Commonwealth, and you can help. We're going to show you how.
Here's an eye-opening statistic. The effects of insurance fraud cost the economy more than $85 billion a year. And as long as you've got your eyes open, be on the lookout for insurance fraud. You could be looking at a reward of up to $25,000. To report suspected insurance fraud, call the Virginia State Police Insurance Fraud Program at 1-877-62-FRAUD.
The Virginia State Police Insurance Fraud Program urges citizens to protect themselves against fraudsters and, in the event of an accident, avoid making fraudulent claims themselves. You can help stamp out insurance fraud involving automobiles by following a few precautions.
When driving, never follow too close behind another car. Beware of vehicles that suddenly pull in front of you and brake, forcing you to rear-end their car, or vehicles that run into you as you're pulling out of a parking space. Carry a disposable camera in your car to record the damage to all vehicles involved in the crash and the crash scene. Take pictures of the vehicles even if there is no visible damage. Note the number of passengers in the other vehicle, along with their gender, ages, names, and contact information. Be cautious if the other driver does not want to make a police report, and be sure to report suspicious circumstances to police. Witnesses to accidents are important, but be careful when they approach with the name of a doctor or lawyer. They may be soliciting business and not have your best interest at heart. When having repair work done, only use reputable shops. Scams involving inferior parts, inflated repair costs, and charges for work not completed increase insurance rates for everyone, as well as endanger lives.
A slight exaggeration here, a little fib there. It's estimated that over $85 billion of insurance fraud is committed every year. No one knows for sure how much insurance fraud there really is, or who is committing it. But we do know who pays for it. You do. To report suspected insurance fraud, call the Virginia State Police Insurance Fraud Program.
For many of us, our homes are our biggest investment. And when our homes are damaged, whether from an accident or natural disaster, we look to insurance for financial recovery. Make an inventory of your household items and keep it in a secure location, preferably off-site. If possible, keep your receipts for big-ticket items such as jewelry, televisions, or cameras in that same location. Free home inventory software can be downloaded from the Insurance Information Institute at www.iii.org. Be sure to only claim those damages that resulted from the incident. Don't include previous, unrelated damage as part of your claim. Don't inflate the value of your claim to cover your deductible or past premiums. And resist the mindset of everyone's doing it and submit a false or inflated claim thinking you'll make a little extra money as well.
You work hard to provide for your family, and when a workplace injury occurs, it can be devastating. Don't let a legitimate workers' compensation claim turn into a fraudulent act. Red flag indicators give a warning or a sense that something isn't right with a claim. Virginia State Police investigators are trained to spot fraudulent claims. These flags don't mean that a fraud exists, but they can raise suspicion. So don't risk it. It's not worth it.
Virginia State Police is committed to stamping out insurance fraud in the Commonwealth. If you have knowledge of a fraudulent insurance scheme or suspect you may have been the victim of insurance fraud, report the activity to the Insurance Fraud Hotline at 1-877-62-FRAUD or visit our website at www.stampoutfraud.com. You can remain anonymous.
Remember, a sharp eye can earn up to $25,000 helping Virginia stamp out fraud.